الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على شرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم انفعني بما علمتني وعلمني ما ينفعني وزدني علما. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Okay, so welcome back to this penultimate episode, session number 19th. So in the last, I guess, 4 sessions, we have been studying fail. The very first session we studied, the first 2 sessions were about the past tense. The next 2 sessions were about the present tense. And inshallah, today is also going to be about present tense. The third version or the third flavor of the present tense. So, past tense: Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarat, Nasarata, Nasarna, Nasarta, Nasartuma, Nasartum, Nasarti, Nasartuma, Nasartunna, Nasartu, Nasarna. This is how your recitation of the conjugations of the past tense should be, without any hiccups, without any pauses. Then only it will mean that yes, you have understood the past tense table. Tables are the, you can say, lifeline of the studies that we are doing. The Arabic language study, if you are good at all the tables, you are able to read it, understand it, then most of the battle is won. Similarly, when you go to the present tense table, yansuru, Yansurani, Yansuruna, Tansuru, Tansurani, Yansurna, Tansuru, Tansurani, Tansuruna, Tansurina, Tansurani, Tansurna, Ansuru, Nansuru. That was the present tense. The present tense could also come in the light form, which will be Yansura, Yansura, Yansuru, Tansura, Tansura, Yansurna, Tansura, Tansura, Tansuru, Tansuri, Tansura, Tansurna, Ansura, Nansura. So we should be able to create these tables on the fly, no matter what word is given. The past tense table, the present tense table, the light, and the one that you're going to study today. All this should be on our fingertips, irrespective of what word is given. Because the word does not matter. It's the technique, it's the skill, it's the understanding of what is this table all about, where the changes are happening, and how are the relations between the previous word and the next word. If you can understand all that chemistry, then it becomes easy, inshallah. Okay? So, again going, yes, somebody saying something? Going by our usual tradition and culture, I don't think there will be any questions. So let's get quickly started by sharing the slide. Okay. By the way, I assume that all of you have subscribed to our channel by now. And if not, please do it today. Also, make sure that all of your family members are also subscribed, whoever are using YouTube. I don't use social media. I'm not on any of your other platforms like Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, Instagram and all that stuff. I only use YouTube. That too, it's a repository for our YouTubes, for the propagation and for let people know. That's why I'm there only on YouTube only. So I don't have that much reach to spread this message of Arabic language and make this available to the mass audience. I know there are benefits of using that social media platforms, but my personal opinion is there is more harm to me than the benefits that are there in using those Instagram and yeah. So I prefer to go with the objective that I will rather lose that little benefit than get more harm to myself. So please, you can be the one who can do this job and earn the reward of if any or whatever amount of people, whatever number of people, if they follow what you have forwarded, if they happen to be getting some knowledge, that will definitely be a sadqa jariyah for you. So please do so. We are offering this course absolutely free, but in our usual course line, it is not free, but we are making this so that maximum people take benefit. So at least you can make dua and spread this and subscribe and make your own members, family members subscribe to it. Coming back to our topic. So day for yesterday we studied the normal present tense. Yesterday we studied the light present tense. Today inshallah we are going to take it a notch higher, a step further, and we are going to study the lightest present tense. Yes, there is something called as lightest present tense also. So when we have studied harf of jar and when we went to harf of nasb, you found it very easy because it was the same like harf of jar. The harf of nasb is exactly the same except for the huruf of harf of nasb are different and they make the ism nasb instead of jar. Same thing here. The lightest is exactly same like light, meaning they have their own huruf, and when the huruf come before the present tense, they make the present tense lightest. That's all. So the hurufs are different and their meanings are different, and the way they affect the present tense is different. That's all. Otherwise the concept is same. So if you found it yesterday's session straightforward, no brainer, this is going to be the same except for the new huruf. Okay, so the lightest huruf make the present tense into the lightest form, just like the light huruf make it light. And just like yesterday, they not only make the present tense lightest but also change the meaning. Changing the meaning in the sense, not they don't change the core meaning, they have a little bit variant meaning, not the exact same meaning, because now you have the meaning of the huruf being fused together. So definitely like yesterday we were studied present tense, but if you prefix the present tense with a light harf like lan, the meaning goes into future and it becomes negative because lan means will not. So that's how the meaning gets affected because of these huruf. Again, same thing, they only affect the present tense. They do not have the capability to affect the past tense. No, they cannot. Okay, fine. So what are these hurufs? How are they different than the yesterday's 5 huruf? The yesterday's 5 huruf were an, lan, likai, izan, hatta. Those were the 5 light hurufs. Now we have, instead of an, we have in. Okay, there are many similar words in many similar hurufs in Arabic language. An, in, inna, anna, ana. Similar looking, very similar looking, but all of them are different. Some of them are ism, some of them are haraf. Their meanings are different. Okay, so this is in. Then the second, in yesterday's case, it was lan. Here we have a cousin of lan, which is lam. In, lam. Then we have a super cousin of lam, which is lamma. Lamma. Okay, in, lam, lamma. And the next 3 lightest hurufs, I'm going to show it together because they work almost similarly. So it is wal, fal, li. So that's how you should also memorize wal, fal, li. So it's like in, lam, lamma, wal, fal, li, the 6 lightest hurufs. In, lam, lamma, wal, fal, li. Okay, so yesterday we had 5 hurufs, now we have 6. Okay, so what are the meanings of this? Well, in means if. And don't be surprised, you already knew the meaning of this. This is not the first time you are seeing the meaning of in as if. And I'm very pretty sure that you knew the meaning of it. The only thing was I had to just let you know in a different way. In means if. Why am I so confident that you know the meaning of in? Because you use this word on a daily basis. Inshallah, inshallah. Are you going to come for iftar? Inshallah. Well, at that time we don't say inshallah, we say surely, right? For iftar and for any such dawat, we'll hardly say inshallah. Even if we say inshallah, we add it, that word surely along with it. Although inshallah includes that word, because no surely can work without inshallah. Anyway, so inshallah means if Allah wills. In sha'a, past tense, not present tense, starting with sha, sheen. In sha'a, oh, ending with fatah. So that's a huwa form. Yeah. So there is a possibility of outside doer. Definitely. What's the next word? Allahu. Right? Inshallah. So if Allah wills. In means if. Then lam. Well, what was the meaning of lan? It was will not. Okay. So it was negative in the future. Okay. Lam will also be negative, but in the past. So what's the negative past of will not?
Was not.
Did not. Yeah, did not, kind of a thing. Did not. Yeah, in some context you could say was not, but usually lam will be did not. Will not and did not. He will not help. He did not help. We will not say he was not help. Was will use for a nominal sentence, but for a verb action thing it will be did not. Was will come as like a nominal sentence. Is, was, am. But he did not help and he will not help. That will be lam and lan. And lamma is a very good word, especially for the students. You should memorize the meaning. Why? Because it means not yet. Because every time the ustad teacher asks you, hey, have you reviewed the notes? Lamma. Are you ready for the exam? Lamma. Not yet. Okay, so that's a very good word. Lamma, not yet. Ab tak nahi. Then we have wal fal li, that we are going to study this together because all of them have almost the same meaning, and the meaning is should. All of them mean should. Wal, fal and li. They all mean should. Okay, so less words to memorize. In lam lamma wal fal li. In if lam did not, lamma not yet, wal fal li should. So those are your 6 lightest hurufs, which when prefixed before the present tense, they will make the present tense into the lightest form and add these own meanings to the context. Now, okay, so how does the present tense change, or how does it become lightest? Now look at this. Actually, this is how they explain that when the word becomes lightest, you should remember all this. Take a look at this and let me know how comfortable you are in studying or understanding this. In the lightest forms, you should remember this. With the hidden pronouns huwa, hiya, anta, ana, change the dhamma to sukoon. For what? For huwa, hiya, anta, ana. Second rule says that with the hidden pronouns huma, hum, antuma, antum, anti, get rid of the noon at the end. Third, it says pronouns hunna, antunna remain unchanged in the lightest form. Instead of studying these cryptic statements, which will make you like, okay, I have to remember hua, anta mein ye sab hoga, huma, anta mein, I'll give you a better way to remember it. And it's easiest. You don't need to get involved in all this stuff. Hua hai kya, huma hai, no, don't need to. So yesterday, I gave you this formula, the 3-line formula for changing a normal present tense into light. And the formula was, all the dhammas should change to fathas, all the noon should be dropped, and again the third, do not ever touch the female plural words. Leave them as they are. If you do these three things, you will get the light form. In the same formula, I will give you easiest formula for changing the normal to lightest. All you have to do is only one change, not these many cryptic things to remember. Only one change with respect to light. Okay? So remember the same rules as for light, for lightest also. Do the same thing. Let's go from bottom to up. The last rule was don't come near the female plural words. Same thing here. Don't touch them. They remain the same in the lightest form. The second last rule was drop all the noons. Do the same here also. Do the same here. So the rule number 2 and 3 are same for both light and lightest. So that takes care of the major headache for it. The only change is the first rule. And what is that? For light, you are changing from Dhamma to Fatha. For lightest, change the Dhamma to Sukun. That's all. Instead of saying it this way, it has been said in this cryptic way, which is not so student friendly. Okay? So easy way. Both of them are same rules. The only one change is in the light, you change Dhamma to Fatha. In the lightest, you change Dhamma to Sukun. If you implement these three rules, now you can change any present tense into the lightest form. And if you don't believe it, try it. Tell me what will be the first two lines of normal table. Yansuru, Yansurani, Yansuruna. Tansuru, Tansurani, Yansurna. Okay, Yansuru will become what?
Yansur.
Yansur. Next.
Yansura.
Yansura. Next.
Yansuru.
Yansuru. Then? Tansur. Then?
Tansura.
Then?
Yansurna.
Here it is. I didn't tell you. You yourself did it. Yansur, Yansura, Yansuru. Tansur, Tansura, Yansurna. These two rows are same in the light also, except for one word. Instead of Yansur, it is Yansura. So isn't this easy rather than the top three cryptic notes? Right? Similarly, you can do the second person also. Give me the 6 words. Come on, quickly.
Tansur.
Tansura.
Tansura.
Tansuru.
Tansuru.
Yeah?
Tansuri.
Tansuri. Tansura.
Tansurna.
Tansur, Tansura, Tansuru, Tansuri, Tansura, Tansurna. So what remains is the last 2 words. And what will be they?
Ansur.
That's it. Ansur, Nansur. Same. Just make it Sukun. Just make it, remember the Sukun for the lightest. You will have a lot of Sukun in your life. Okay? That's how easy it is to convert any present tense into the lightest form. If you can remember light, don't need to put equal efforts in the lightest. Just remember one change, that it will be Sukun on the singular words. So, and one plural word, Nahnu. The remaining 4 are singular. Hua, Hiya, Anta, Anti and Nahnu. They will have Sukun. Rest everything is same. Drop the noon and don't touch the female plural. That's it. Okay. Proceeding further. Okay, so here is the example. If we take a present tense word, again same, Yansuru. How translate it for me, please? Yansuru.
Yansur.
Translate. I'm not asking you to make lightest. Translate.
He helps.
He helps. He helps. Yansuru is he helps. Normal present tense. Okay. Let's prefix it with the lightest huruf, lam. So, How the sentence will change? How will you write with lam?
Lam yansur.
Lam yansur. Lam yansur. Yansur became sukun because it is a harf of lightest. And how do you translate this?
He did not help.
He did not help. He did not help. Lam yansur. He helps. He did not help. Lan yansura. He will not help. See how the meaning gets affected? So, just imagine, of course, may Allah reward all their efforts, but those who are under the assumptions that I don't need to learn the language because I have word for word Qur'an, will they understand this? Yansur, yansura, yansuru, tansur. How are the meaning changing? The word is nasar only. How will I know when it is this and when it is that, and what does it mean by dhamma, sukun, kasra? No, you can't understand that from word for word. Not possible. It's not possible. So anything except learning the language has limitations. You can only go so far. That's it. After that, it's like, I don't know. You'll never understand it. So there is no option for us except to learn the language, to understand the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala properly, as close as possible, that we have to learn the language. These are stepping stones. It should not be the termination point. No, I don't need to learn. I have all the tafasir, all those things are good. You should have it. You should study it. But they don't replace the learning of the language. You can't. Okay? And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many things that it's not possible to understand it without understanding the language. Okay, so he did not help. One more example. Let's put in. In yansur. In yansur. Translate it, please.
If he helps.
If he helps.
If he help.
Yeah, if he helps. If he helps. Again, see that meaning automatically goes into future. If he helps. Because you put in on it. Same thing is with inshallah. If Allah permits, if Allah wills. That's future. Right? Now, there could be one challenge with this huruf of light and the huruf of lightest. Most of the words are distinct. Like there is a lan here, there is a lam there, there is a in, there is a an. But there is one word which can cause little bit of confusion, and that is li. We have a li here. Wal, fal, li. Li is a harf of lightest. And in yesterday also, in yesterday's list also there was a li. Like the word likai can come as kai, can also come as li. Right? So it can come as li. So if li comes, then the issue is, okay, which li is this? Is it the lightest or is the light? How will we know it? If you get li.
You can see the ending.
Ah, exactly. Look at the ending of it. Is it becoming light or is it becoming lightest? That will tell you, is it the harf of light? Why does it matter? Well, because the meanings of li are different. Li here means should. Li there was so that. So you need the different words in translation. So that and should are different. Right? So that's why it is important for us to know which li it is. Right? So look at the ending of the word. If the ending is having fatha, that is a so that. If it is having sukun, that means it should be should. That's how we figure it out. That's how we figure it out which li it is. Okay? Well, in spite of that also, there could be some challenge which doesn't have the solution as straightforward as for li. What do you think that could be? Can somebody think of a situation with this light harf and lightest where we could fall in a, where we are standing at a place we can't make which one it is? Can you imagine a situation? Can you think of a situation where we could be stuck? It could be this or it could be that. No?
Yansura.
Not Yans. No, what about Yansura? Yansura is light. Yansur would be lightest. Yansuru would be normal. I'm talking about situation where I can tell, like this Lee, I can still tell, oh, this Lee is light, this is lightest. Why? Because of the ending. But there will be one situation where you can't. It's like, I don't know. And that is the female plural word. They don't change. So you can't make out whether they are normal, whether they are light, whether they are lightest. You can't make it out. Right? They look the same. So in that case, you will have to look up the context. That will help you. Okay? So some things are there where we need the context. Otherwise, it could have more than one meaning. Because they don't change. Okay? Fine. Okay, here are some practice translation. So look at this. Lam yahsiba. Okay, as I told you, first work with the verb. Then try to incorporate the meaning of the harf of light or lightest. So here the verb is yahsiba. The fact that it is ending in alif gives me enough hint that this is a dual word. Only dual words end in alif. Remember that. In the verbs, only the dual words end in alif. So this is a dual. Okay, fine. And this is hasiba yahsibu. Hasiba yahsabu. Hasiba yahsabu. Okay, so this is assumption. The meaning is assume. Okay. And this is starting with ya. So ending with alif, starting with ya. This is the second word of the table. Yansuru, right? Yansurani. Yeah, and Yansurani, when you make it light or lightest, it becomes Yansura. Okay, so this is that form. So is it light or lightest? Well, then I look at the harf of light or lightest. It says lam. So lam is the harf of lightest. In lam lamma wal falli. Lam is lightest and lam means did not. And yahsiba, if I translate it by itself, both of them assume. That will be the translation. Present tense, dual. Third person, both of them assume. Okay, now I had to make it negative and past. Negative and past. No more present because of lam. So both of them assume will become both of them did not assume. Both of them did not assume. That's how I translate. So initially you have to do step by step. Don't get bogged down with harf of light, lightest, dual, number, gender. No, easily just work with the verb. Get that thing ready. Right? Once you have that thing ready, now fuse the meaning of the harf of light or lightest together to make sense of it. So both of them did not assume. Like here is an example. In yubashirna. Again, forget about in. Let's work with yubashirna. Noon with the fatha ending and the letter before it having sukun. What is that sign?
Feminine plural.
Yes. Feminine plural. Always remember. Now the only thing I have to decide is feminine plural can come in two versions. Second person and third. So if it starts with ya, it is third person. If it starts with ta, it is second person. This is ya, which means it is third person. So I will have to say they or those women or those girls. That would be the meaning. Okay, so yubashirna is bashara. Bashara is related to basharat, good news, congratulations. So those women congratulate. That would be the translation of yubashirna. Or they congratulate in bracket F. Or those girls congratulate. Any of this meaning based on what context it is. So let's say they congratulate in bracket F. But then I have in. In means if, and in is a harf of lightest. Okay, so the meaning is if. So those women congratulate, and I will add the meaning of if. So it will be if they congratulate. If they congratulate. In yubashirna. How will you say if you all congratulate women?
In tubashirna.
That's it. Just ya and ya tuta. In tubashirna. If you all congratulate women. In tubashirna. Lamma tattakhizu. Okay. Tattakhizu ending in waw. That should be plural. That should be plural. Masculine. And if it was ya, I would say third person. But this is ta. So plural, masculine, second person. What is that one word in English or English? How will you say you all male? What is that one word? You all, basically. Yeah, you all. The word will be you all. That ending tells me it is you all. And it is related to ittakhaza yattakhizu, which means to take. So the translation of tattakhizu will be all of you take. All of you take. That will be the meaning of tattakhizu. But then there is lamma, which has made it lightest. Tattakhizuna became tattakhizu. What's the meaning of lamma? Your favorite word?
Not yet.
Not yet. So how will you make sense a sensible sentence using all of you take with not yet? This is English. How will you make a sentence? Nobody knows English?
All of you don't take yet.
No, that's not a English. All of you don't take yet. That's not a proper English. Huh?
All of you not yet taken.
Did not take it.
Not yet taken.
Yeah, all of you have not yet taken. All of you did not take yet. That would be the proper English. Okay? All of you did not take yet. Or all of you have not yet taken. Something like that. The meaning will go in past. Kind of thing. All of you did not take yet. Okay? Even though it means not yet, but you'll have to use in proper English format. How do you use it with the context? So all of you did not take it yet. Li tu'min. Li tu'min. Okay, so forget about li. That's the harf of light or lightest. Tu'min. Amana yu'minu. Amana yu'minu, which means it's related to believing. It's related to meaning believing. So what is the actual word here? If the li was not there, what is the actual word? Huh? Tu'minu. Tu'minu is the original word. If you remove li, then the word is tu'minu. But because of li, it became tu'min, which means this is the harf of lightest. This is the harf of lightest, not harf of light. It became tu'min. So what should be the meaning of li? Should. Should. Now, how do you translate tu'minu? Just tu'minu. How do you translate tu'minu?
Should believe.
No, forget about should. Just tu'minu. Tu'minu translation? I gave you the core meaning. So what's the problem?
He believes.
She believes. Yeah. That's the translation. What's so difficult in it? First word is yuminu. Yuminu means he believes. Yuminani, both of them believe. Yuminuna, all of them believe. Tuminuna, she believes. That means we are not reviewing the notes. That's why we are stucking in the basic things. We are not reviewing the notes. No, definitely not. Otherwise, this should not be a difficult word to translate to minu. She believes. But is that the only meaning? She believes?
Second person masculine.
Give the sentence. Huh?
You believe feminine.
No, not you believe feminine. No, she believes is the feminine. That's okay. Not you believe feminine.
You believe.
That is you believe male.
Second person masculine.
Yes, you believe second person masculine. So one answer will be she believes, the other answer will be you believe, masculine. Now the li is there. Li should be translated as should. So how will the she believe change?
She should believe.
She should believe. And you believe will become? You should believe. That's what it translates. Li tu'min. You should believe. She should believe. لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا فليعبدوا let they should worship رب هذا البيت the master of this house فليعبدوا فليعبدوا so they should worship لتؤمن she should believe you should believe. Okay, right side of your brain being tested now. If you feminine say, so what verb will you use here? What family? Qala yakulu. Qala is the past tense, yakulu is the present tense. What huruf will you use?
Kulti.
No. That's okay. For
In kulti.
in not kulti will okay kulta that's a past tense. We don't use past tense here. These hurufs are going to work with the present tense. Okay, so kulti would be past tense. You said. No, we don't want you said. It's if you say, present tense. So the present tense word for you feminine would be takulina. That's a word, takulina. But this is harf of lightest, so it's going to make it takuli. And the word will be if. So if means in. So the whole thing will translate as in takuli. If you say, if you feminine say, in takuli. In takuli. I didn't make it yet. Oh, I didn't make yet. Okay. So what verb family are you going to use this? Which one should we use? Which word? Ja'ala yaj'alu. Yes. And to be precise, we are going to use yaj'alu. Okay. If yaj'alu is the first word of the table, what form do I need here? Do I need the first word or which word?
Anna.
Second last word. Second last. So if the first word is yaj'alu, what will be ana? Huh? Aj'alu. Just change ya to hamza. You get I. You immediately get the word for I. Yaj'alu becomes aj'alu. Okay, so aj'alu is the normal word. But I need to add not yet. Okay, so I will use lamma then. And what will lamma do to aj'alu?
Aj'al.
Yeah. So you will get lamma aj'al. I didn't make yet. So for ladies, if your husband's spouses ask you, have you made the tea in the evening? You could say lamma aj'al. I didn't make it yet. I didn't make it yet. Lamma aj'al. If you all feminine leave. If you all feminine leave. What's the family we are going to use that? Which word? Kharaja yakhruju. Kharaja yakhruju. So we will use the yakhruju. And what form do we need? If all of you feminine. Oh, okay. So the plural second person feminine. Okay. So I will have to do the table. Yakhruju. Yakhrujani. No, not takhrujuna. Una will be. The moment you say una, it is masculine. Una will be only used for masculine. The feminine sign is na and the last root letter before it getting sukoon. That should be the. And this is second person. So it should start with ta. So if I do the table, yakhruju, yakhrujani, yakhrujuna, takhruju, takhrujani, yakhrujna. So I can, the shortcut way is I get to the third person feminine plural and jump to second person by changing ya to ta. So yakhrujna will become takhrujna. Okay, what else do I need? I need if. Oh, if will be in. So it will be, and anyway, the female plural words don't get affected by any harf. So it will be in takhrujna. In takhrujna. If all of you leave. If all of you leave. Okay? Any questions on this? Okay? Silence means no question. So let's do one more slide and then wrap it up for today, inshallah. One slide which will help Again, as I told you, the concept of outside doer and inside doer, it exists in both past tense and present tense. So we'll do a small one slide practice of type of doer, whether the doer is outside, inside, who is the doer, okay? So that we get a quick pass over during the present tense also. Now here, these are mixed past and present, but the concept remains same. So for example, here is the first sentence. It says, Yunzilu ala abdihi. Yunzilu ala abdihi. What do you think? This sentence is utilizing inside doer or outside doer?
Inside word.
Inside doer. Okay. And who is the inside doer? Huwa. Yes. Inside doer is huwa. How did we figure it out? Well, if you see there, the verb is yunzilu. The verb is yunzilu. Okay, it is in the huwa form. Yunzilu is a huwa form. So there is a possibility of outside doer. Okay, if you check after it, there is no ism in the rafa state. After yunzilu, there is no ism in the rafa state. The next word is ala. Ala is a harf of jar. And the harf of jar made the abdu as abdi. So it affects, that's jar majroor. And abdihi is mudaf mudaf ilayh. And there is no rafa word there. So okay, if there is no rafa word, this is going to be inside doer case. And in yunzilu is ending with dhamma. So it has a huwa inside it. So we'll say, okay, this is the inside doer case and the doer is huwa. Yunzilu ala abdihi. He sends down upon his slave. That's it. Inside doer. Okay? Tell me, what about this? Is this an inside doer case or an outside doer case? And who is the doer? The first thing that you need before you go into that is, what is the verb here? That's the first thing you should be able to recognize. How many words totally in this sentence? 3. 3 words. 3 words. So the 3 words are akala, hu, az-zi'bu. Akala, hu, az-zi'bu. What do you think? What is the verb here?
Akala.
Akala. Akala. So by looking at the ending of the word, can you make out who is the inside doer? Who is the inside pronoun? Is it huwa, huma, unna, anta? Huh? It's ending with fatha. Ana. Ending with fatha. Ana ends in tu. Or if you think, okay, so here is the confusion. Why did you say ana? I know that. Because you looked at the hamza. Okay, that's okay. If you looked at the hamza and you said ana, that's fine. But the hamza beginning for ana is for present tense. Okay? Hamza beginning is for the present tense. Akala sounds like a present tense. The format of the word, is it you have present tense in this format? Akala?
No.
It's a past tense format. See, that's why we have to be careful. By just looking at one of the sign, we shouldn't quickly jump to it. Yeah, I can understand why you say ana, but then verify it. Ana, akala, ana. No, doesn't match the present tense. It's the past tense format. प्रेजेंट टेंस का फॉर्मेट हमने देखा कैसा है, यंसुरु, यंसुरानी, यंसुरुना, तंसुरीना. These are the present tense format, right? Ansuru, nansuru doesn't match any of the format, so it's not a present tense, it's a past tense. Past tense ending with a fatha means there is the inside doer of huwa, and whenever the doer is huwa, we should be careful. There might be outside doer. So is there outside doer for this or no? Yes. What is the outside doer? Huh? Who? Az-zi'bu. Az-zi'bu. Okay. So the kasra is written below the tasdeed, below the shadda. That's a proper Arabic. In our Indo-Pak thing, we write over the letter or below the letter. If shadda is there, the fatha or the kasra will be written either above or below. So here if you see, it's below the shadda, which means this is kasra, not fatha. So az-zi'bu. So this is a outside doer case, and the doer is az-zi'bu. Az-zi'bu. Az-zi'bu means wolf, bhediya. So this is Surah Yusuf. How do you translate akala? Akala means to eat. So how will you translate akala? Akala?
He ate.
He ate. This is the past tense. He ate. Akalahu?
He ate it.
He ate him or he ate it. Yeah. But this is with respect to Yusuf. So the brothers are telling their father, he ate him. He ate him. But there is an outside doer. So instead of he, we will say the wolf. So the wolf ate him. So we know the story that the brothers, the evil plan of the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam, they took him outside, even though his father was reluctant, and then they threw him in the well and all that story. And then when they came back, they lied. And when the father asked, where is Yusuf? They said, Akala azzibu, akalahu azzibu. The wolf ate him. And they showed the bloody shirt. Right? So this is the Surah Yusuf. Akalahu azzibu. The fox ate him. وَيُبَشِّرُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَيُبَشِّرُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Is it an inside doer case or outside?
Outside.
Outside? Who is the doer then?
There is no Rafa state.
That's it. There is no Rafa word after Yubashiru. Yubashiru is the verb. Where is the Rafa word? Al-Mu'minina is Nasb or Jar. It's not Rafa. So no outside doer. So we have to go with the inside. What is the inside doer? Huwa. First word of the table. Yubashiru. Huwa is the doer. So Bashara means to congratulate. So it is, Huwa means he. He congratulates. He congratulates whom? So which means Al-Mu'minina could be Nasb or Jar, but in this case it is Nasb. Why? It is giving detail. It is giving detail. He congratulates. The next question will be, he congratulates whom? Al-Mu'minina, the believers. He congratulates the believers. So those who said outside doer, there is no outside doer. If this was وَيُبَشِّرُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ, now we have outside doer. That the translation will change. The believers congratulate. That's how the translation will change. The believers congratulate. In salakha al-ashhuru. In salakha al-ashhuru. Inside doer case, outside doer case?
Outside doer.
Outside doer? Who is the doer?
Ashhuru.
Al-ashhuru.
Ashhuru.
You might not know the meaning, but you should know the grammar. In salakha, ending with fatha. That's a past tense. Is there a ism of the Rafa state after it? Yes. Al-ushuru is the Rafa ism. So whatever it means, Al-ashhuru is the doer. Al-ashhuru is the doer. And this is the outside doer. So what do they call the month in Arabic? Whenever Ramadan comes, they say dash dash month. What's the Arabic word for month? Shahr. Shahru Ramadan. They say Shahru Ramadan. Shahr means month. Shahr ka plural is ashhur. Broken plural. Shahr ka plural is ashhur. So this means months. The months. The months. In salakha means guzar jana. Pass ho jana. In salakha ashhuru. The months passed. The months are done. The months are completed. The months passed. In salakha al-ashhuru. Al-ashhuru. Okay? Yaqulu al-mala'u. Yaqulu al-mala'u. Is it inside doer case, outside doer case?
Outside.
Outside. Who is the doer?
Al-Mala'u.
Al-mala'u. Yaqulu is huwa form, and we have a ism in the Rafa state after it. So the doer is al-mala'u. Mala'u means leaders. Leaders. Yaqulu means to say. So the leaders say. The leaders say. Okay. That's the outside doer case. Lan tamassana naru. Lan tamassana naru. So, massa, yamassu. This is the family. Okay? Massa, yamassu. Massa is the past tense. Yamassu is the present tense. Yamassu. So, what do you think? Which is the verb here, first of all? What's the verb? Tamassa. Tamasta is a verb. But what form of verb is this? I said the first word of the table is yamassu.
Present.
Huh?
Present tense.
Present tense. But where is the yamassu here? I don't see.
Present tense.
Yeah. But this word looks to be.
Become the.
Yeah, okay. But it should have become tamassu then. Yamassu is the first word and it should become tamassu.
That was Huma and Tuma.
No. Doesn't matter. Doesn't.
Nanu.
No, this is not nahnu. The verb is tamassa and then you have na attached to it. This is us, not nahnu. This is detail.
Non-form. Dual form.
No, it's not dual form. It's the nahnu attached. Na.
This is plural female.
Plural.
Dual female.
No, dual. No dual. No dual.
Plural female.
No plural female.
Simple.
Where are you getting the female? My question is, here, listen to my question. My question is, the first word of the present tense table is yamassu. So if you make it female, it should become tamassu. Why is it tamassa?
That's because of the.
Huh?
Because of the sun is there.
12.
Because of the lan. Lan is a harf of light. Harf of light changes the dhamma into fatha. Keep that in mind. That's why it became tamassa. So tamassa itself is a complete verb. Na is attached to it. It's not one word, tamassana. It is not like nasarna. No. This is present tense. In present tense, you don't have a na ending, which means na is attached. So whatever tamassa means, it is doing to us. Okay? It's doing to us. Tamassa. You know what's the meaning of massa? You do it every day.
Touch.
Yeah, masa. You do masa on the head when you do wudu. That's to touch, to wipe, to touch basically. So yamassa means he touched. Yamassa means he touched. What is tamassa then? Yamassu means he touched, but now it is becoming light. So tamassa will be what?
You touch.
She touched. Okay, yeah, it could be you touched. In this context, it is she touched. Now, if tamassa means she touched, what is tamassana?
He touched us.
She touched us. Tamassana will be she touched us. So what will be lan tamassana?
She did not.
No. Lan is not, did not. Lan is
Will not. Will not.
will not, it is. Pay attention, is it lam or lan? She will not touch us. Now the meaning is she will not touch us. But now tamassa is a here form and I have a rafa ism after it, annar. Nar means fire. So how the meaning will change?
They will not touch us. They will not touch.
The fire will not touch us.
They will not touch us.
See that? If you work in pieces, you can do all these translations. It's just the matter of focusing and studying the concepts that have been already taught. It's not difficult here. It's not difficult. You can reverse engineer everything here. Lan is a harf of light. Oh, it changes the dhamma into fatha. That's why tamassa is fatha. So which means the actual word is tamassu. Oh, ta means she or you. So what's the first word? First word is yamassu. Which means na is not the part of the word. It's attached. So this all thing will unravel once you start logically thinking. Right? So there is the outside doer case. Outside doer is nar, fire. The fire will not touch us. That's what some people think. That we are the chosen people of Allah. The fire is not going to touch us. Okay, one more last. Amilu as-salihati. Amilu as-salihati. Inside doer case, outside doer case. You should be able to tell quickly.
Past tense.
See, everybody is focusing on the ati. They want to see if it is rafa or not. That's not the correct thought process of thinking. That's not the correct thought. The correct thought process should be, is my verb in the huwa hiya form or not? That's the logical thinking. I don't need to care. So it means if I turn this as-solihati into as-solihatu, you all will say, oh, there is outside doer case, because we don't care about the verb. And that's where your thinking fails. And you are not going to think, your brain is going to be tuned into wrong process of thinking. Don't look at the outside doer ism first. First, what is the prerequisite? Even if there is a rafa word, can it be outside doer if the verb is not in the huwa here? No. So why are we checking for ati? आती से अरबिक नहीं आती. आती करेंगे तो अरबिक नहीं आती. आती से पहले वर्ब चेक करो. I have been hammering this point. The correct thinking will give you the right understanding. That's why students make the mistake. The moment they see rafa word, outside doer, look at the verb. The verb is amilu. It's a hum format. Is he qualified to have outside doer? No. Then all your effort is wasted, because you tried to figure out, is there a ism? Is it in the rafa state? All that has gone to waste. The quick answer would have been immediately, no, this is inside doer case. This is amilu. Only 2 words qualify for outside doer. Is that easy? Isn't that easy to check? Rather than checking, is there a ism, is there rafa, ati, atu? No. This is inside doer. Hum, amilu as-salihati. They do the good deeds. Or they did the good deeds. Okay? Any questions? That takes care of the present tense. All the 3 forms: normal, light, lightest, which in Arabic they call it as marfu, mansoob and majzoom. Those are the Arabic terms for them. Anyway, so this completes the present tense, but actually present tense is going to continue tomorrow also. That tomorrow whatever we are going to study is also a derivative of present tense only. So it's all about present tense only, even though it's a separate topic, but it's based on the present tense only. Okay. So if no questions, inshallah, we can stop here. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.